Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Ask Alma Live. I am your host, Alma Gill, and I am so happy you're here. Hello, hello, hello. Comment, let me see you. Light it up so I can say hello, hello, hello. I know my family watching. I know y'all know I mention my family every week, so I can't help it. We got mad love for each other. That's just how we do. So, hello, hey now, come on in, come on in. Thank you for being here. Disclaimer up first. Ask Alma. Hi, Demi. Where's Ayana? I hope she's logged in on another computer. But anyway, disclaimer. We're here to have a good time. We are not psychologists, but we have a lot of opinions. And so we will let you know what you need to do and be kind with it because that's our thing. We are kind. We ain't going to kind of, put you out like that. But if you're having a problem or you have some serious stuff going on, you really should see somebody. Therapy is fine. I saw that on another show earlier today. Therapy is fine. So again, welcome. Come on in. Y'all got snow outside your window? Because I got snow outside my window. I don't know about y'all. I got some snow outside my window. I like it, but it's snowing up here a little bit. I've got a great panel tonight. I want to get into and introduce you guys to. Of course, I got my best friend Dee with me. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Alma.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good, girl. I'm doing good.
Okay.
I haven't talked to you that much this week.
I know.
We're going to have to catch up.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, we do. After the show. Okay. Oh, I don't know. I got a Maryland crab cake waiting for me. So, hey. Hey, Rick, I see we got Rick on the show tonight watching and sharing. There's Ayana. Okay, girl. The rest of our panel, come on out. Let's see you. We got Alvin King.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Alma. First of all, let me acknowledge all the queens on the panel. I deemed y'all the queen of chat. Okay, so all of you look wonderful. It's really great to see you. And Alma, thanks for having me here.
You are so very welcome. So very welcome. Kay, say hello to the people.
Hello, people. I am so excited to be here with my USA Today family. It has been a long time, but this reunion is amazing.
Yes, it is. You guys, we worked together long and strong at USA Today, and it was fantastic. I was there 22 years. Dee, how long were you there, Alvin? And then Kate, tell me how long.
I was there 23 years. I actually was one of the first persons to move into the USA Today building in Roslyn before moving to
I remember Roslyn. Yeah, love Roslyn. You know what, Alvin? When I interviewed at USA Today for the job, they said, "Why do you want to work here?" You know how they ask you that, like, why you want to work for a company? I was so young. First real company I had ever interviewed with, I said, I like that waterfall in the lobby. You like the waterfall in the lobby? Who wouldn't want to have a job where you
iconic,
okay?
Iconic. Yes.
Crazy,
but I'm gonna tell you, some of my best memories as an employee working anywhere was with USA Today. If people, we had the best Christmas parties. Everybody wanted to come. If you didn't have a ticket to the USA Today Christmas party, you were nobody. Okay,
That's right.
Nobody. And then when I had the opportunity to produce one of them,
and your fashion shows,
yes.
Oh, Lord, the fashion show you had, Alvin, when the brothers came out with the flags wrapped and draped around them in many different ways.
That was just
USA Today created a major platform for me, so I give that company kudos. In fact, when I did a fundraiser, actually an AIDS fundraiser, and I had Lettucey to perform on the roof of the Warner Building, Tom Curley was one of my sponsors.
Wonderful.
And he was my first sponsor. So
that's fantastic. Fantastic.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Javon. Hey, Kay, who is that? Your friend, Lois. Lois Winston.
Lois.
Hey, Lois. Okay, Okay, you in there, girl. I better see you next week too. I'm gonna call you out when I see your name.
Lois used to hang out with us at Windows. Remember Windows Restaurant?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Lois
Okay.
used to hang out with us every night at Windows
We held that
Restaurant.
place open. Y'all did. I had a
hang.
Y'all did.
I would be independently wealthy if I didn't spend so much time for Windows.
Oh,
I was gonna say.
broken and broke. We used to run a tab.
Yes.
Broken and broke. Every 2 weeks you paid the girl and give her a tip. She was so cool. Oh my word.
Yes,
A
yes.
$15 hamburger was like what?
You had to know
What's
the
on it?
chef. No, you had to know the chef, Paulie and Pasquale from Long Island. Come on.
I'm sorry, I had not arrived at that time. I have to admit, I had not arrived.
Actually,
Hey, Rick.
you know, Kay, actually, Alvin was working. Like we used
I
to
know
be
he
down there.
was.
Alvin was
I know he was.
working.
He wasn't messing around with us.
Working. But I'm not gonna go down USA Today lane with y'all. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, we're not gonna do that. There goes my sister-in-law. Hey, Rosie.
Hi,
I got your
Rosie.
brother locked in, so I can't hear him talking in the background. Tracy, that's my cousin. So before we get started, which we will get started in just a minute, y'all give me a minute. I wanted to check in. I like to bring up something that's happening, and there were two things that crossed my mind this morning, and I was just wondering what you guys thought about it. Number one was The Bachelor.
That's
You
my
guys watch
brother.
this show? Hey, there's your brother. Hey, Bill.
See,
Is he AK? Is he single?
all I got to tell
Or
you,
some friends?
okay,
Oh, okay.
I don't know what's going on y'all timeline, but on my timeline, people got questions about the
Oh,
Bachelor.
yeah, they do.
That's all I'm saying, you know, I'm not hating. I'm just saying people got questions. I actually do not look at the show, so I can't. I just watch pictures, and there's a picture that's floating around on my timeline, and people are going, "Is he or is he not?" Okay,
Is
and
he or is he not?
in my mind, I don't care what you are because you ain't doing it with me. But I don't know.
It's kind of strange. It really is. It's kind of strange. So, ladies, y'all don't watch The Bachelor. Number one, I will say, I'm not sure either, Alvin. I'll just put it out there like that. But the other part of this equation is I just wouldn't be in a room with other women trying to get one man. Like, unless you just straight up want me, I ain't got time for that. Like, that's not gonna happen.
I think they call that thirsty. Thirsty.
I ain't never been there. You know, I need all the attention.
G, you ain't got no tea.
I do, but it doesn't have a straw like yours.
So that was the first drink. Okay. Yeah. We call that
Okay.
thirsty. Okay.
Yes, no, I ain't doing that because you know I need attention 100%. That's what like. It's a lot of things that Darlena. Hey, y'all remember Darlena? She worked on too.
I sure do. Hey, Darlene.
Yes, yes. I know. Demean, he be kissing all of them. Like, you can't kiss up all on them, and then you go, no, we can't do that. We ain't gonna do that. No.
It's something, and the whole concept to me just looks a little unhealthy.
Me
You
too.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It has a brothel feel to it.
It really does. Yeah.
I'm
feeling that.
not downing women. I'm not doing that. That's not what I'm doing.
No.
I'm not. I'm just saying it has a certain feel. And so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't get into it. I can't
No.
School is regulated. There's nothing regulated about that behavior. At least the person has.
Sanitizing, you know, it feels like you need a Clorox wipe.
I need a wipe. All of them should have a wipe. Right. They should give it up like as a gift bag every day or something, you know?
But Alma, to your point, how can you feel like you're the winner?
Right.
After you've known, I mean, you know, there's something about, of course, we all have a past and, you know, we come from somewhere. But when you're actually in a room knowing that the man that selected you just did just made connections.
Right.
It's
too
all of
many.
them.
Right. No.
And
It's got to be me.
You feel special.
Right. Right. No.
Low self-esteem.
Michelle Whitty, what she say? I watched The Bachelor. He is dealing with some neurotic women. Yeah, we kind of knew that when they signed up. But Maybe not, but
Yeah,
I can't do that. No.
Yeah.
I want to take a minute and thank our VVRs for tonight, our volunteer video readers. Thank you, volunteer video readers. Thank you. We've got a couple of questions tonight, some goodies. So why don't we get started with question number 1? Hit it.
Hello, I'm Lolly Reinhardt, a proud alumni of my HBCU, the illustrious Bennett College, and I am honored to be this week's VVR for Ask Alma. Dear Alma, my husband and I are educated and very successful in our careers. We have been married for 10 years. I had a daughter in my previous relationship before I got married to my husband. She's 15 now. My husband and I have 2 daughters together, ages 9 and 7. My husband loves my first daughter and treats her like his own child. Her biological father and his family don't communicate with us at all. They never liked me, and they don't accept my daughter. That's not the problem, though. I've accepted that. The problem is my in-laws. They have never accepted her as their granddaughter. They are the best grandparents to my younger girls. They spend lots of money on them and spoil them rotten. But they don't offer or extend the same to my oldest. My husband has tried to talk to them about this rejection and how it hurts me. When he does, they just become defensive about it and won't budge. At this point, I feel as if I've tolerated it long enough. I don't want them in our family anymore if they can't accept us all and treat us all equally. Help, Alma. What can we do to make our family whole?
Lolly, thank you. Lolly, as she said, is an alumni from Bennett. Yay, girl. She's my friend too. Thank you, girl. I appreciate it. To recap the question, there's a woman who has 3 daughters, one from a previous relationship. The husband and this woman have 2 younger daughters. The grandparents, who would be the parents of the husband, are very kind and loving and caring and spoil their 2 grandchildren, but they do not treat the girls equally. So the oldest daughter tends to be left out. The husband has talked to them about that, but they don't seem to see that there is a problem. So the wife is saying she has had just about enough. And so if they can't accept them all as a whole family, she is ready to cut ties with them and not have any relationship with them at all. So what do you guys think? Alvin, you get ready to pop. What?
Well, first of all, I thank the young lady who submitted her question, because that's really tough. I mean, but she put herself out there like that to us. But I think that the last part of her question was the best to me. You know, I've done all I can do, and I'm ready to just let it go. But with that, somebody's going to suffer somewhere, either the youngest kids or the oldest kids. And that's why parenting is so hard.
It is very, very hard. It's very, very hard.
And,
yes,
and I'm somebody who's not one, but I would say to her, keep having the conversations with her daughter who's not feeling loved. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah. Kay, what do you think?
You know, it's hard because blended families are always a challenge, but I think her conversation needs to be more so with her husband, and then he needs to have that conversation with his family and make them understand the love and affection and caring and nurturing that he has for all of his children. And that they need, and that his parents need to treat them all the same. So I would, if I were the wife, I would be working on my husband and,
having him take it over to his mama and his daddy.
Yeah, have the conversation with him. Now, of course, as my child, I'm going to let her know you are loved. Don't worry about the people who don't always show it. That doesn't necessarily always mean that they don't have it for you. They may just have a difficult time showing it. But you know, it's just hard. Blended families are hard.
Didi, what do you think?
I think that they first have to establish that this family right here, then we're the whole family. And this is where the love comes from, and we just pour into each other. I'd be disappointed if my in-laws didn't accept my oldest child. I don't believe I would take their relationship from their grandkids. I think they would allow them to continue. Maybe that would be my opportunity for me to really pour into my child, who just unfortunately has family that isn't interested in having a relationship with her. That would just be our time. Make sure that she always felt, she's getting love from my husband, right? She feel like an outsider by him, and certainly she's not an outsider, from me
or her sisters, right?
Or siblings. So the grandparents are outsiders, and
really the grandparents ain't the oldest girl's grandparents,
right?
Truth be told.
Well, that's why I have to go back.
No expectation for them to necessarily have a relationship. It would be great if they did,
right? But the fact that
they didn't, I wouldn't worry about that. Me and my daughter, we would have. That would be the time where we go out and spend a whole bunch of money we don't have, and do things that we couldn't do with the younger children, and make it our time. But I wouldn't take the grandparents away.
But the oldest daughter is also dealing with the fact that her biological father or family is not a part of her life as well.
That is true, Alvin.
So, I keep going back, staying close to the oldest daughter. She's dealing with some rejection and all those things. And how old is she? Said 15 years old?
Yes.
Yeah, 15. Yeah, that's a tough place to be if you're 15 years old and you're dealing with that. And that is happening.
I wonder if there's someone in the father's family who would have a relationship with her. The woman says they never liked me. So is she projecting that relationship onto there's usually a stray aunt or the black sheep cousin or somebody that gonna have
I don't care what they do. I'm gonna go be your uncle.
Right? There's like somebody on the dad's side of the family that would have a relationship with her that would allow her to have something of her own that is independent of her siblings and their grandparents. So
that's a good point, Dee.
Looking over there. Someone that she is biologically related to appreciate who she is. And maybe even her father now at 15.
Right.
Maybe, I started talking to my father at 40.
Yeah.
Same here, right.
And it wasn't because any of the adults had done anything, bad. It was because none of the adults had a conversation.
Right.
There were lots of assumptions about why there was no communication, and all the assumptions were incorrect. So I think that's where the conversation needs to be had over there with her biological family.
Two good points.
We don't have all the details, but I'm always curious as to, how are they treating her? How severe is it? What are they doing? If they had Thanksgiving dinner, are they not bringing her plate out? You know what I'm saying? What are they doing? Are they just being blatantly rude? Because if you're just being blatantly rude, then you need to be checked, and you're going to get checked. And I don't care what rudeness is unacceptable. So you're going to get checked.
Back to Dad needs to check his family.
Yeah,
that's what Robin said too. That the father needs to step up
because he knew when he met this woman, she had this child. He took this child as part of his family, and he needs to advocate for her within his family. And find
he may
that don't care.
It says
that it's going to be like, you my niece. I don't care what anybody else says. I'm good.
Right.
One of the persons here, Lillian. Hi, Lillian. Lillian Harris said she would not separate them all or none.
Right.
And so I'm not clear. I'm not clear on that. I think I understand what she meant. But I'm not sure what Lillian meant.
Lillian saying she wouldn't take them all away just because this is happening, which I totally agree. Because the other two kids, they are the grandchildren.
Right.
But the husband, like Robin mentioned, could say something about how it affects him. Like we know how it affects the wife. He can maybe talk to his parents about how it affects them. Although, you know what? If you don't like my kid, I don't want us to figure out how you should like my kid. Right. And that's just me, because I have no gray area. I like you or I don't like you. So if you don't like mine, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Because me and her going to Disney while y'all butts doing something else, don't worry about it. Because I'm going to make up that time.
Charlene mentions the husband. She says the husband needs to have a very stern conversation with his parents and demand that they respect his entire family. He should also ensure the older daughter she is loved and they are missing out on having a good relationship, but don't take it personally.
Exactly. And sort of use this as her teaching moment of how blended families come together and how they may exist with these different parallels from time to time. But it definitely has nothing to do with her. We totally agree that maybe she could reach out to her biological family and find that auntie, because there is always an auntie or uncle there do this.
And it truly is some opportunities that's being missed in terms of communicating. And so, as Charlene said, it's not the daughter's fault. She should not be made to believe that it's her fault. It's the grandparents, again, that need to be CHECKED.
Okay, good, y'all. We're gonna wrap that one up right here. I like that. I like the advice that we offer, because that's what we do here. We give you good advice on how you need to handle your business. Because sometimes you need a good friend to help you figure out how you can handle your business. And everybody might not tell you the truth, unlike us, because we get the truth. Like when I was looking jacked up, going to work, Alvin pulled me to the side. You gonna be all right? We'll need to tighten that up a little bit.
Alvin. Alvin. Don't say Alvin.
You know what?
And took me to the side and said, "Girl, what's wrong with you?" I'm like, "What's wrong with you?"
At least
you didn't even get on the elevator. You're like, I'm gonna wait for the elevator.
Obviously, I'm not putting a perfume for you tonight. You can't smell it, but I do.
We were by the floor. You remember the floor?
For you.
Remember the floor on the mall level? He snatched me right by the floors. He was like, "Come here."
Okay, you guys, let's get ready for question number 2. Our VVR reader on question number 2 should be Eva coming up. I think Eva's coming up. Hey, Lori.
Hey, Darren. My brother's online. Hey, Darren.
Hey, Darren.
This video is regarding a recently engaged couple. Dear Alma, I got engaged to a beautiful woman a few months ago in December. We picked out the ring together, and she said she couldn't be happier. She and I both love to line dance, and that's how we met. She dances all over the country, actually. I'm really proud of her. My problem is she consistently takes off her ring. When she cooks, works out, walks the dog, I mean every minute, she's saying she has to take off her ring so she won't lose it. We had it sized, so I know it's not too big or anything. Recently, her adult son was coming over for a quick visit, and she said she had to take it off because we hadn't discussed getting married with him. He's grown, in his 30s, and to me, that was just another red flag. I find this to be odd. I've been married before, and this will be her 3rd marriage. Here's my question. Do women take their engagement rings off a lot? Should I be worried and bring this to her attention? Thanks, Alma.
Eva, thank you for reading that. I appreciate it so much. That's another friend of mine. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Recapping the question, Sister Girl keeps taking off her engagement ring at every and all opportunities that she can. Is that normal? He was asking.
The surefire way to lose it is to take it off.
Right.
And the big picture is, it's not about the ring. Okay, you need to, if you're ashamed of what you're wearing, something that we agreed on. See, it's a big picture. It's not only about the ring. There's she's dealing with some shame.
Oh, it's a shame though, Alvin, because he said, because we emailed each other back and forth. He said that he got the ring that she wanted. They picked it out together.
Question. Yeah, that was going to be my question. Did he pick it and she's wearing it?
This is what happened to her last 3 husbands. Okay, yeah. She has been married quite a bit.
Going to the jewelry store and buying a ring doesn't necessarily mean you're ready to have a ring.
Exactly. And yes, say that.
Coming from somebody who fainted in a jewelry store, you think you want to be there until you the diamond in that setting, and then boom, you hit the floor. But that's a whole other story.
Yeah, the ring's sitting there all pretty shining and stuff when you put it on. Okay, but then again, there was a lot of marriages going on in between there too. So what did you learn? What lessons did you learn? You had three. You didn't learn any lessons.
Right. And really, so what baggage is she bringing along with her that she has now attached to this poor little ring that's about to get lost? She takes it off when she works out. She takes it off when she folds clothes. She takes it off. Why is she taking it off when her son is coming over? That's what kind of made me
the issue.
Well, and these are 2 women, right?
No, it's a guy. It was just a woman who read it. She's the woman who volunteered to read it. The guy did not want his name or anything associated with it. So my friend Eva read it. She was the volunteer video reader of the week. She read the video for us. Yes.
Well, she's worried about her 30-year-old son. That is a huge red flag.
Well, did he tell her? Did he tell her how he feels about her taking off the ring?
He's told me he hasn't done anything yet because he wanted our advice.
Oh, okay. Just observe. Go home and let her know how you feel.
Now, I said to him, what I said back and forth, because it really got a little bit complicated. And y'all know, ask Alma, until we get to 3 million, I'm going to call you. I was like, what's your cell phone number? Because I need some questions answered. So he sent it. We talk. Because sometimes with guys, it's a little bit harder to write. And I get that. A conversation is much better. So I asked him to come on and say it. He said no, no.
Run? Oh no!
I'm with Denise. Run.
But
he has to let her know how he feels.
But this woman, she is. Oh Lord, I'm probably give out a lot of information, but I hope they're not watching. She won't know it's her. But she's like 52. She is very, very made up. She's a dancer. So she always looks like she's getting ready to go dance unless she's going to the gym. Because he said, what was funny, y'all? Because see, I'm in journalism. We in a newsroom. He said her first name. I done found her on Facebook and everything. I said, is her name so he goes, how do you know that?
People going to stop sending you letters if they think you're doing FBI searches on.
I didn't tell you that. I go, look, we got to find out everything. It's better to get your answer if we know more about the question.
Well, we've seen 2 people. One said, she's not really engaged, and another one said she doesn't want to be engaged.
Exactly. From what I could see, I'm sure she gets a lot of attention. Let me just say that. And I think
she's a hand dancer, not a pole dancer.
Yes, he did say hand dance.
Hand dance, not pole dance. But I do think she gets a lot of attention, I'm sure. But if she has on a ring, as you guys know, then that filters out, not all, but some of the attention that you would get when guys are kind of scoping you out. That's what I was thinking. I could be wrong.
Please. You got these ring predators out here.
Thank you.
You got these. They see a ring on your finger, and that gives them. They have this desire to see if I can break that barrier. And so they go. They're out there.
I have a friend who wears a ring who's not married, so he can meet people.
Yes. Ring predators. Yes.
Come on, Al. Yes.
It's a mag.
Come on, girl.
You got all kinds out there, but I'm gonna say he needs to tell her how he feels. If he doesn't like the fact that she takes her ring off, he needs to tell her how he feels.
Why do y'all think she's taking the ring off, though?
She don't want him.
I was thinking the same thing.
Okay, maybe it's just fear. Maybe it's confusion and fear. She's been married a couple of times, and this potential. Are y'all looking at me like, "Are you crazy?" Like, whatever. Go ahead, finish it.
That was good, D.
We're listening. We're listening, girl. Go ahead. We're listening.
I was trying to give the woman a little bit the benefit of the doubt because she has been married before, and she's just having some reservations about the whole situation.
Big time reservations. Because it seems to me.
Charlene says she just thinks the ring is too small, and she may not want it. Yet again, Charlene, I get it, but somebody should have said something again. This is the third ring she done had on her finger. If she didn't like it, she should have said it.
They picked it out together.
Here's the thought. Just because she picked it don't mean she liked it.
That's
maybe she picked it because he broke. And she was like, "Okay, baby, I'm not going to try and take it. So I'm going to pick the sad blue ring, and I'm very scared. So I'm going to take the thing off, and I'm going to hide it over here until."
Kay, I like that.
Think about that, Kay.
I like that, Kay.
I didn't think about that. Okay, that very well could be it. That could be it. It seems to me, broke, not broke, wanting to get married or not wanting to get married. When somebody proposes to you and you say yes, and you guys are getting ready to plan this, you just don't take the ring off. Like, it symbolizes something. And evidently, in my opinion, she is not ready.
Right.
She doesn't know how to tell him. And instead of like just being upfront about it, she's taking the ring off every chance she gets, hoping that it'll take them to a place where they need to have a conversation. Because sometimes, people want to start an argument with you instead of telling you basically how they feel and what they would like to happen.
We know people who are
going to have to explain that little ring to somebody when they go, "Oh, girl, that's your ring," and for her to say, "Well, yeah."
Wait, didn't I say she's dealing with there's some shame going on? Okay.
Yes.
She's ashamed. She don't want him.
Right, she doesn't. She just doesn't. I don't think so either.
She don't want him. Run, dude.
I don't think so either.
Run, leave it.
I know, early on, my husband, he could have afforded a bigger ring. I guess he's pretty economical, I should say. But I didn't pick a big ring. I mean, I like to be out in public. I like to take public transportation. I don't think every woman wants or needs a big ring. Right. But I'm not trying to sound all rosy-eyed and no idea of what the real deal that's coming before me, but you really love somebody and you really want to be with somebody, he could have put the daggone the cigar thing on her, because you want to be with them, and then that he is committing to you. Right. That is huge. And
people who are terminally engaged, they have been engaged for decades.
Decades. They don't
telling
people I'm engaged.
They don't take the ring off. I wouldn't leave at the jewelers. They had to clean it while I was standing there.
Me too, D. I'm not leaving my ring. No. I'm gonna wait for you. They were like, "You can walk around the mall. You can come back. We're clean." No, that's okay. I'm watching you. Got my eye on you. You ain't gonna replace my diamond.
There are so many other things that he could be angry about. Okay.
I know. Or so many other women that he could be dating who appreciate him, and the fact that he wants to get married.
But he must love. You said she's a beautiful woman. She's striking. She's, you know, she's charismatic or whatever. He's attracted to her. So I get it. But you know, dude,
is he
she
cute?
Don't want you. She don't want you.
Is he cute? Yeah, he was.
Now you know cute is subjective, but I ain't saying that.
He was an attractive looking guy too.
Well, you're doing Google searches on this.
Okay, y'all. I'm just gonna say this before we go to the next question. But next week, I got a question from a pastor. I Googled him too. Actually, I just wanted to see if it was true. Like he started out, I am the pastor of a blah blah blah, and I was thinking, really? Let me see. So,
please call me next week. Please call me. Let me be on the please.
Got to have you.
Please call me.
But yeah, I do that sometimes. Like I just want to see what I can find out. I'm not looking for extra layers. I just like to sometimes see who I'm dealing with. But I think bottom line with the comments and everything, everybody's sort of saying we don't think he wants that. She wants you, dude.
No.
Like, well, wait a minute. Wait. We can't say it like that because he was the one who submitted the question. So we have to be a little bit more tenderhearted with him. So what is a kind way to tell him, panel?
I'm sorry, honey. She don't want you.
check your choices, okay? Check your choices and run, okay? Check.
Yeah. Do Julie's rings back?
They just got it in December. So can you take it back? They just got it in December.
Oh, yeah. So, they have a 30-day return policy.
Oh, no.
Come on.
But maybe he could sell it on eBay or something. If she gives it back, we all know, okay, if she doesn't give it back, he can just steal it back when she takes it off.
He does, but no, he needs to go home and tell her how he feels. He needs to tell her how he feels and then come back to us and say, I told her, and watch the dynamic of our conversation on that. Okay. All of us would be like, run.
Right. Yes. I basically, my suggestion to him, in the Ask Alma column, as well as our conversation on the phone, I said, well, the next time she takes it off, just take it. Tell her, I'm going to put this back in the box. And when you are finally ready to wear this 24/7, you let me know. And then we'll pull it back out. But evidently, it may not be in the way, but it seems to not be working for all the things that you're doing right now.
Right.
And I said, don't cancel the engagement. You can still be engaged without a ring, but take the ring back and let's see how she responds to that. If she has a problem with it and, wants the ring back so she can wear it, then you guys have a conversation about it. But if she's like, okay.
I like Javon. Javon Wilson and I, we're on the same page. I get you.
That's my goddaughter.
Okay. Javon, we're on the same page. Okay.
You know what though, this guy, and I'm hoping that we could use, because he started talking about something else that I actually want to kind of incorporate into another question, because he, with a couple of things that he was talking about. He, I think, is very taken with this dancer appearance. Like we haven't talked about that too much, but I mean, there's some men who they like all of that.
And women who are attracted to a occupation, attracted to a certain look, a certain income.
Because this woman, I'm not giving her name. I'm not giving her name, but honestly, you guys, if you Google her, she pops up. It's like she on YouTube and everything.
Be attractive. You ain't got to throw a ring on it. Beyonce said that. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to put a ring on it. Go dance.
Right.
Go dance. You don't have to put a ring on it where you got to ask questions. You're questioning yourself about somebody you love and somebody that you want to be with. and you're questioning why this person is doing something that doesn't make you feel respected or shows you that they care. Why would you want to stay in a situation like that? You know,
and like Gina says, her son is 30 something, and she's taking the ring off because the 30-something-year-old son is coming over.
Yeah, that's a problem.
No. Mm-mm,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's just tired of having stepdads. Who knows? But still.
Yeah.
So I see that Michelle Whitty has put up a question, and it's a really good question. But you know what, Michelle, let me just say this up front. I'm not trying to wiggle out of this, but in my other job that everybody knows about, it's in national news and politics. So I cannot discuss politics on my show. If I do, I lose my other job. And girl, I can't lose my good job.
Don't do that.
I can't do it. So all of us, you know, we have a conversation before we get on board and get on the panel, and they all know that we have to kind of stay away from that. And trust me, everybody is sucking it in every week. But it's so I can stay gainfully employed. So thank you for your comment, and I will inbox you after the show. So, okay, you guys, we think he should move on.
Talk.
I think. Talk. Okay, we think they need a conversation.
Have a conversation.
Okay.
Tell her how he feels.
To tell him how okay. Yeah. All right, now here we go. Thank you to Rick Taylor. Thank you. He is our VVR for question number 3. Hit it.
Dear Alma, my wife died 6 years ago after a long battle with lung cancer. We had been married over 25 years, and I took great care of her until the end. Now, at age 62, I know I don't ever want to marry again. However, I met a special lady 2 years ago. We live in different states and meet on weekends at various vacation spots. Since COVID, she and I have only been visiting each other's homes. She's never been married and wants to get married someday. She recently had a doctor's appointment and found out she has stage 4 cancer. Needless to say, we are both devastated. I am very sad about this situation, but I cannot marry her, and I don't want to move to her state to take care of her. She has siblings, adult children, grandchildren, and best friend sorority sisters, so she's not alone. I've decided to break it off. I know what's ahead, and I can't go through that again. Does this make me a bad guy?
Thank you to my friend, Rick. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. The guy who sent that in wanted to remain anonymous, so Rick Taylor took that on to read his question, and we appreciate that. You guys heard that? He was married for over 25 years. His first wife died from cancer. He took care of her the entire time. And then he finally met another woman that he was really into, and she just found out she has stage 4 cancer. So he has said that he just needs to cut it off. Like, he cannot go through this again because it was so devastating to him the first time. Does that make him a bad guy?
Not to me.
No, I think it makes him an honest guy. I would rather, if I'm dying of stage 4 cancer, I don't want somebody around me who really does not want to be around me. I mean,
even if you've been with him and you thought that he was like your guy, because I mean, honest is fine, but honest with a cuss out, don't you think? Like, it is sad that she is sick. I get that, but like, when you're with somebody, don't you think that and I do commend him for being honest too, but I think all of us saying, no, that doesn't make you a bad guy, is some more that goes with this, that he needs to, he cannot just bow out gracefully and that be it. Like, he needs to be clear.
So what do you recommend he do? Hang around?
No, but I think
him to do? He didn't take any vows. He didn't, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and health.
He didn't do that.
So, like, he can just be out?
Well,
That's the whole thing about dating.
I think if he stays
with her, he was honest. He knew his past.
Right.
And he was honest with her about it. He even said he doesn't want to get married even before she found out she had stage 4 cancer. So to get married, it's like to me, for him to get married now just to take care of her and be married, it just doesn't make sense. I can't feel what he feels, but his honesty is just like, I'm sorry, I feel him. He can't do it. He can't do it.
I don't think he was saying that he didn't, that marriage was on the table. I just think he's saying that, if I understood it correctly, that he's saying that he does not want to be in a relationship with her anymore because he does not want to take care of this woman who will pass away because he's been down that road and he doesn't want to do it again. Right. That's what
he said. He said that she says she wants to get married.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
He said that she says she wants to get married. So, so she wants something that he doesn't want.
Well, I wasn't clear if she wanted to get married prior to learning she was ill or since.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that.
That is vague. Mm-hmm. But him staying to support her is to his detriment, and having it's going to destroy him. So in the end, he would have a second woman that he loves die, and then he would have to go on dealing with that trauma. So
what level of care is he going to give her if it is not genuine? If he genuinely does not want to be there and genuinely does not want to care for her, I don't want somebody half-ass caring about me when I'm trying to die. No, you will go on and do your thing.
Don't you think that would half-ass trying to die?
But I think
depending on what state they're in, he may not even legally be able to take care of her or make any kind of decisions for her. There are lots of states that don't allow that. Right. So he may be present and still have to rely on her family to make those decisions anyway. So the only way he could do it would be to marry her.
But to Alma's point, because of how it came across, I don't think he just said goodbye. I don't want any part of this.
That's what I'm not clear on. Yeah.
If a good, how do you say goodbye to somebody in a relationship and it feels good? I mean, it's very rare. I said goodbye to some people and it felt pretty good. We all got along. Okay.
Can I say I had a couple that it was fine, Alvin.
Nice to meet you. But I think in this case, to Alma's point, telling her, sweetheart, I've been through it. I can't. I know this hurts you. It hurts me because we've fallen in love for 2 years, but I cannot do this. And so for that, I
think he owes her and more than just a one evening of conversation. I understand.
The question is how long does he have to They're in COVID, so he can't go see her anyway, or he shouldn't, especially now that she's ill.
Well, he said that during COVID, they were visiting each other's homes. So,
but her being ill is more of a detriment for him to go to her house. But even so, where is the cutoff? Like, if he continues to see her, then he's going to
I don't know when the Lord is going to call any of us home, but I think she got a good week or two left, and I think he needs to be all in. I'm just saying. He needs to. What?
No, Gina Dawson. She pretty much. I like her comment over here.
Men have a hard time being by themselves after a divorce and death. Further, he can't be in love with her or even loved her. He is still devastated by the death of his wife. He's still raw in grief. That's very, very true. He is raw. And you know what? That's one thing, Gina. I know grief. My parents, my sister, I get it. And it is raw forever. But if you're in a relationship with somebody, you still owe them, especially if this person is dying. I'm not saying he has to stay. I'm not saying he should stay until, 30 days before. That is not what I'm saying. But I am saying that he owes her more of I can't handle this because I went through it with my wife. Because you know what? What you went through with your wife still ain't half as what she getting ready to go through. And what's happening with her and her health. So I get it. And I think he should leave the relationship, but it can't be like Alvin say, I'm going to text you.
I don't get the feeling. I don't get the feeling that was his. And again, I don't get the feeling that was his approach. His approach was, I just believe that was his honesty that was displayed in the question. I just think that he cared enough about her to tell her, babe, I can't do this. And he should send some flowers. He should handwrite a card.
I think he could do all of that, but there should be an expectation
and then cut it off.
Around for I didn't immediately think, he's going to not call her anymore or not talk to her. I didn't get that impression even from the letter, because he obviously cared about her before this, so he would be kind in his departure.
We hope, because men. Maybe I'm the only one who knows these kind of men. Okay, y'all know men who understand it and come to y'all with all those words to explain their feelings.
That is in my word.
Everybody
in my words, he should be kind, but I don't think that he should have to stay around for months or years or however long.
2 weeks, D. I'm giving even a job said you got to give a 2 week notice. That's all I'm saying. 2 weeks with some flowers and your favorite book and pillow, blanket, our favorite pictures, son.
And you don't get making the situation worse?
No, because again, he's walking away. And key 2 words for me is walk away. She ain't walking. She ain't got no choice in this. She spent her last 2 years with you, and now she is getting ready to die, and you say you can't handle it. So she has no choice. She has no choice. I get that. And I don't think Robin, because me and you go back and forth, Robin, all the time. But and most times Robin is right, I might add. But I do understand his honesty. Kudos for you on that. But let's just be clear. His honesty is very self-serving. Because he could see.
It should be.
I think he should look at himself.
He has to consider how it will affect him. Yeah, it should be. It's awful, but it should be.
This wasn't 2 months though. This was 2 years.
Yeah, but we don't put it in the time when they were on those trips together. Either one of them wasn't on the trip someplace else. So if we're having this relationship where we travel and do things together and then not, then clearly they weren't talking about, there was no conversation about them living in the same state or getting married, any of those things. They were very comfortable with the arrangement. So I didn't get the impression that they were.
That we always want more. Well, okay, let's be honest.
Well, she might go into remission. And who knows? And she might go into remission.
And she should go get her hair done. And she should go get her hair done and her makeup done and a brand new outfit and ride past his house in a new car and say,
with her new man, with her new ring on. Okay.
He's not going to take off.
Not knowing whether she's going to live or not. He's like, I can't do this. I'm gone. And if she survives it, she needs someone else anyway. So this is true. Rejection is God's protection. He might, Wait, what
my best friend say? Tell me that again, girl. Tell me that again.
Psychiatrist say that to me one time.
Please say that again for those in the back who didn't hear you.
Rejection is God's protection.
Hey, go send a thank you card. We'll talk about that on another show too.
I gotta give it to you. That famous line.
Let me write that down.
if you can't love yourself, how can you love somebody else? Okay. And right now, you know what I'm saying? And he loves himself. Okay.
Yes,
And he knows himself to know that type of hurt and that type of, again, marriage, all that is not working. He's done that. And I'm not going to associate it with getting another dog. I ain't going to do that. Okay. Because I ain't getting another dog. Dog died. I ain't getting no more. I went through it, okay? Dog died. I had to get in the car and drive to New York. So look, I'm telling you, I agree with the brother. I think his honesty says a lot about him. A lot.
His character.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Okay, you guys, you know what? Oh my gosh, I love this hour so much, and it's wrapping up. It's almost over, but there are a couple of things that I want to check in with you guys so you can let the audience know what's going on quickly. Kay, you got your pearls and your chucks. Shout out to the vice president, Howard University alum.
Hey, you know. I got my little stuff downstairs. I could have brought him out.
All right, Alvin.
I am just like erupting with pride. And I want to also just make a quick comment. People keep talking about how she's made Howard, she put Howard on the map. No, much as I love me some Camelot. No, Howard made her. Let's get that straight. Yes. Okay, Howard made her just like Howard made millions and millions of other successful Black women
and men. Yes,
but that does not take away my pride for her and her accomplishments and her connection and the spotlight that she has put on not just Howard, but HBCUs.
HBCUs, absolutely. We had a Bennett VVR reader tonight. Alvin, tell me about the program you have coming up.
First of all, thanks again, Alma, for having me on the show. This year, everybody, I do a big show every year. I am an advocate for diabetes, the American Diabetes Association, and I do a big show called Swirling Chords. Haven't been able to do it for 2 years because of COVID. I don't know if it's going to happen this December, but I would love for you all to be a part of it. So go to my website, King and I Productions, no spaces, KingandIProductions.com, and put your name on my mailing list, and I will keep you informed. Thanks again. It was a pleasure being here. Thank you.
Oh, good. You're welcome, Alvin. And I'm pretty sure I'm on everything, and I hope when we can go out again, I'm definitely going to get my tickets. Kay and I were talking about that too, about getting tickets. Yeah, getting tickets. Yeah.
Well, I really I miss it, and hopefully I will not do it virtual because that experience you need to be there and feel it. So God is going to make a way. We're going to get out of this, everybody. We're going to get out of this.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
Thank everybody. Dee, my best friend Dee. Thank you, girl. You got anything happening?
No. Well, I do. Nothing to talk about.
Right. Alma, we can't talk tonight because I got the crab cake waiting for me, so I can't.
Look, I done made some vegetable chicken soup. I can smell it, and as soon as it's over, I'm up in steps. I said, I'm gonna put that cornbread in and have it. Okay,
and Alvin, actually, when I know that you'll definitely be back on the show. Hopefully, when all of this is better, we can all get together, hang out at your place, do a nice little cookout would be nice. Because, I like to invite myself to other people's house because I don't cook. But hey,
I love to cook. I love to entertain and cook. So
I know.
There.
You're invited.
Don't hang up when the call ends, okay?
Yes. And don't hang up. Stay with us for a little bit after the show. The other thing that I want the audience to know is that I appreciate them very much. I can't do it without you. And the support of my friends and family and classmates and just everybody. I'm so full and I am overflowing with gratitude. Pat Walk Up comes every week. Yes. Jackie Blaze, oh my gosh, co-workers, just thank you guys so much, so much. We're on Facebook every Tuesday at 7. We stream live on Twitter. We're also on YouTube. If you guys miss it on a Tuesday, please go back and watch the reruns, because we're always on social media, and it's just great to have your support. Love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody be safe, and we'll see you next week. Bye.